All right. And we're going to go into the first part of the meeting, which is committee reportbacks. These are little mini, we only have a total of about 50 minutes for our time together before Pop Ed. So these are mini reportbacks, and we're gonna hear from 3 committees: Health and Wellness, Outreach and Engagement, well, I guess and then Membership and Marketing. So LaDawn Turner is the Executive Director of, it's EOL, Expressions of Life, which is a nonprofit, and they are coordinating our community spaces as well as programming. So LaDawn, I will turn it over to you for your health and wellness report back.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is LaDawn Turner, and I am the co-chair for the Health and Wellness Committee for Gem City Market. And the most recent version of the Health and Wellness Committee convened for the first time February the 13th, 2020 at 1 p.m. at Central State University West. The goal of our first meeting was to discuss mindful collaborations and ideas and suggestions for the teaching kitchen, the community room, and the clinic at Gem City Market. We also discussed other people that we may want to invite to sit on the Health and Wellness Committee. The meeting was attended by Sharon Hawkins, Tiffany Brown, Sherelle Gardner, Leela Klein, Kenya Baker, and myself. Through the process of sociocracy, we were able to identify additional committee members, we were able to establish the co-chair of the committee at that time was Leela and myself, and we were able to start the development of the committee charter. It has been 7 months since the first meeting, and we have had a meeting every month with the exception of July. Since the first meeting, we were able to onboard more committee members. Donna from the CSU Extension, Rick Karn of Hall Hunger, Ashley Scott of Ashley Scott Healing, Chef Thomas of Dayton Cooks, Yamika Leeper Stevens of YLS Fitness and Lifestyle Coaching, and Winston, the current GM for Gem City Market. Our committee is comprised of diverse members. Each contribute unique professional perceptions that encourage inclusion, ensuring the health and wellness programs will help Gem City Market not to only be a market, but a movement. Okay. We were able to finalize the charter, and Amaha assumed the position of co-chair. We started finalizing the teaching kitchen policies and the space usage agreement. And we were able to solidify partnerships with Grandview Hospital, Five Rivers Health Center, Premier Health, Sinclair Community College, University of Dayton, the Doula Tribe, the Dayton Cooks, CSU Extension, the Lemonade Project, Children's Hunger Alliance, Dayton Children's Hospital, and last but not least, the Public Health Department. We will continue to engage others in the communities, whether it be individuals or groups or businesses, to increase the partnerships within Gem City Market so that we can make the best impact for the people that we serve as possible. And thank you for your time.
Thanks, LaDawn. And I'll also mention, I've been able to send a couple of people, a dietetics student and a chef, people that are interested in volunteering in those spaces. I've been able to send those to the Health and Wellness Committee, and I know that you'll connect and
yeah, we have connected with one of them and working on connecting with the other. Those were great leads.
Great. All right. Next, I would like to, I saw I saw the other GCM UP. So Kenya, you're on the line, I believe. And you have a report back for outreach and engagement. And I kept your slide for the DeSoto bass gardening. So.
We have a quick question for LaDawn before we move on.
Great. Thanks, Cheryl.
No problem. Someone asked, is this committee open to new community members?
We sure are. We need all the help and input that we can get. We need all the positive energy, insight, the diversity. You know, we need, yes. So yes.
Great. And should they just contact you for more information about joining?
They sure can. Rachel DB. I do not know that email address by heart.
I'll put it in the chat shortly. I have to look at it too.
I'm trying to transition from my personal email to the email that Gem City Market wants me to use, and that's been a hard transition.
We'll get it in there at some point.
Okay.
All right. Oh boy, hang on. I just went full screen. Did not mean to. All right, I'm going to share my screen again. And Kenya, are you ready?
You know I was born ready, Rachel.
All right.
So we have a very exciting, everybody, DeSoto Bass Growing Project that takes place on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. On Tuesdays and Fridays, we're there from 9:30 to 11:30, and Sundays 5 to 7. We're currently in the process of creating hoop houses over each of our 12 beds. So we're looking for anyone who has experience with gardening to come and assist. You can reach out to me. My phone number is 937-674-3063. And I think somebody has that in the group. And also, you can reach me through my email, GetInvolved@gemcitymarket.com. We're really excited about all the construction. We want to be able to organize a neighborhood cleanup. So if anyone is interested in helping with that, I would also encourage you to reach out to me at that same phone number. And we want to clean up around Gem City Market. So our art installation can pop. As you all know, we recently had an art installation by some Dayton Public Schools. We're trying to repeat that project in coordination with the Early Visions Academy, which is going to be a revitalization historical project in collaboration with an offshoot from Co-op Dayton, Unified Power. So we want to repeat that art installation. So we're excited about that and looking for people to come and help. So really interested in having more involvement. Hopefully you all have heard something here that'll get you involved and you can reach out to me. And thanks for having me, Rachel.
Sure thing, Kenya. All right, now we're into the meat of our session. We're gonna take a little bit of a deeper dive into Gem City Market membership numbers and as a lead into the phone rally and what we're looking for help with. As of yesterday, we have 2,825 community member owners. Yeah, woo! So we've seen some good. We had slow months when the world changed, but it's been picking back up, and we're looking to see that trend continue. Of that total, we're keeping track of who is in the trade area zip codes, 02, 05, 06, 16, 17, and 26, and then all the other zip codes, because really our focus is on building the membership and the ownership of the co-op within the area it's meant to serve, right around the market. One of the ways we keep track of that is through the zip codes, because we aren't quite granular enough to anyhow. So we have 1,326 of our member owners are from the trade area zip codes. Our goal by the end of January is to get that number up to 1,600. And here's I mentioned I'm in the database. I'm a numbers person. So this is a graph. I have lots of graphs. I tried to choose one that was easier to understand. This is our goal and actual numbers of the subset of trade area zip code members. So it starts in January of 2020. The teal is our actual numbers, our growth, and then the orange are goals that we set back then also. And you can see the little teal dots are lining up in the orange dots really well. And we're already at our September goal, and it's already, it's only the 15th. So and you can also notice that the scale up gets a little more aggressive in these autumn months as we're ramping up to opening the store. We know we're going to get more attention with walls and, an actual thing existing. People know that it's going to happen. And so now more people are willing to get that membership. I see in the chat, the DB in Rachel DB stands for database. Yeah, we can go with that. Here's another deeper breakdown of those numbers. This is a breakdown of payment types of the trade area zip code member owners, because we have the normal $100 single payment, which is available to anyone. There's also the $10 membership, which is the same. $10 membership available to anyone on government assistance or self-identified limited low or fixed income. There's the Premier Match 50/50 neighborhood match. That's for those zip codes that I mentioned. And the membership is only $50 because Premier Health is chipping in the other $50. Some of these, a smaller number, came from the Kettering employer match when that was released. Oh my goodness, is it 2 years ago now? We saw a huge spike in our membership. A lot of them lived outside of the trade area zip codes. And that was when our trade area membership dipped below 40%. And we're like, oh no, we really gotta refocus on this. And so we've been concentrating our efforts on getting the word out about the trade area payment options, especially the ones circled, the $10 memberships and the 50/50 match. All of the membership benefits are the same no matter how the payment comes in. Okay. Speaking of the neighborhood match, we still have 464 available to be claimed. Residents of zip codes 45402, that should say 05, 06, 16, 17, and 26. The membership is only $50 because Premier chips in the other 50. And we've had an uptick on this as well. This month we've had 29 people take advantage of the neighborhood match. And we also have people, it automatically applies on the website, but people still choose to pay in the other $50 and join as a $100 member, which builds our equity. Okay, 6:23, I think we're good on time. Are there questions or comments on the numbers?
So there's a general question, and it can stay on stack if this isn't a good time, but just a heads up for all of our new people or future volunteers who want to get people involved. They would like to know, are there limitations on who/what can become a member owner at GCM?
That's a good question. We are a multi-stakeholder cooperative, so there are several types of membership. That the 2,800 members were community member owners, and you need to be an individual for that. We have members that are in other states who are from Dayton and they want to support the project, so they've joined as members, and that's totally cool. That's great. One of the aspects of the membership benefit that would come into play, and this is talking like year 5, is the patronage dividend, and that's kind of like a rebate. So in years of profitability, the more that we shop at the market, we'll build up a little rebate, which is our share of the profit. But that goes with how much you shop at the market. So people that are out of state aren't going to receive that benefit. So their membership is equity. You need to be an individual to be a community member owner. We're a one member, one vote organization. So each membership is tied to a person, and each person has a vote to elect new community board members, or for really important decisions that the board wants and needs the membership input on. Like when we were deciding whether or not to pursue the idea of selling alcohol at the market, that was too big of a decision for the board to make on their own, so they brought it to the membership at an annual meeting. There's a supporter membership, which is for people who aren't going to shop at the market. It's at a contribution of at least $90, and that's where the money comes from for those $10 memberships. So a $10 membership, they pay in $10, and we use $90 from supporter funds to bring that up to a $100 membership. Supporter members need to be an individual or organization in the state of Ohio because of securities laws and things. And that information is on the website.
Okay. I guess my question really stems from that. I work at Sinclair. I'm a social work instructor, and our social work club and some of the other clubs were really wanting to contribute, but I didn't know what that really looked like. So if like a group like that wanted to contribute, how might that look? Would they become a supporter member?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Magnificent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? We good on questions? All right, seeing some head nods. Okay, so we've gone a little bit over what the numbers look like and our goals. And so now what are our tactics to achieve those goals? This is for September and October. One of my goals was to start the monthly organizing meetings with calls to action, so we can really activate and get more people knowing about the market. And then leading into that is the phone rally campaign. So we've had two main people calling, and they've done, I have numbers on another slide. They've done really great work since we've been doing it. And it'd be just amazing to imagine what could happen if we got 5 more people making calls. We'd also like to do a yard sign pickup event. People have been asking about yard signs. And we're going to transition to, the last round was free, we're gonna charge $5. And so there are some logistics about pickup event, distribution, are people driving them around? It's more than I can organize on my own. So I'm looking to bring some people together to help think through stuff and then be, hands on deck for whatever that event, whatever we decide that event looks like. Okay, great. I see you, Michael. We are in search of phone rally volunteers, and the real motivation in this is to foster connection among member owners. So the phone rally, we started with a list of all of our $10 trade area zip code member owners. And we called that entire list, asking, how things are going. This has been happening during the pandemic, how things are going, and then if they would like a member kit, so they have applications or information to hand out to friends, and that's available printed or via email. And then where the conversation goes, and Jan and Corrine have been taking notes. We've set up an easy to use online tracking system. Jan's nodding her head. And so we're looking to plug in a few more people into that system. The 2 roles are callers, people actually making the phone calls to member owners. It's a casual greeting, offer to send them the member campaign kit, and then track notes of your conversation using our easy online system, and we will provide training. The notes and conversations have helped us connect with people who have wanted to volunteer or get connected in and didn't know how. They've surfaced some membership issues that I've been able to then revisit and take care of. So for me, it's been absolutely wonderful. The other position, you know, if you're more introverted and the idea of like calling people you don't actually know on the phone kind of, you know, makes things happen. We also need some additional mailers. And so when our member owners have requested this campaign kit, if they want it paper, we put it in an envelope, put their address on it, and mail it out to them. So Corrine has been doing all of that, and it'd be nice to get at least one more person into the system, again, using that easy online tracking system, to collate, address, and send those kits. We will provide all of the materials you need for that. So those are the roles. And then Jan, I don't know if Corinne's joined yet, but I had asked Jan and Corinne if they were willing to share an experience of being the caller, making those calls to other member owners and what that's been like.
I'm on?
Yes, Jan.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is really fun. So if you want to have some fun and get to know some of the members that you may not know personally, this is a really easy process. Rachel has made the track keeping so easy now that it's everything you do with this is extremely easy to do. The conversations I've had have been wide ranging. So people are just amazingly glad to get a call from somebody in the market and just say, oh yeah, it's still going, you know, things are still happening, and reflect on what they've seen in terms of the building. And then the main ask has been, do they know people who haven't joined yet, who would like to join, who live near them? And almost without fail, when you get through to somebody, they're like, well, yeah, I've been wanting to do this with so-and-so and so-and-so. And so it's real easy to say, well, I can send you the material to help you do that. So it's been most people are just super happy to have the conversation with somebody from the market, and just to you know, be able to say, yeah, it's really happening. So, and we found out some things, you know, that some people were struggling with and stuff along the way. And so that's been good to be able to be community with each other. So I encourage you. I said to Rachel, I've fallen down on the job the last few weeks because I personally have been struggling a little bit with this isolation thing, and it's been hard to get motivated. So I would really enjoy if we had a group again that was doing this, and we could do some group times when we all say, okay, we're going to meet on Zoom at such and such a time and start calling. So that'd be helpful to me personally, but it's fun. And I recommend that you consider, and I am an introvert, but phone is different than walking up to a stranger. So it's great fun.
Thanks, Jan.
Yeah, I would, as we get to that, I do have some thoughts about that script. We should probably do a new script from the one we started with, because I think we pretty much tossed out the thing we started with and are having a different kind of conversation. So.
Thanks, Dan. It looks like there's a question for you, and it's, what time of day are you calling?
I've done all kinds of different times. It's been kind of surprising, the variety, especially now. A lot of people are stuck home. So you could get people all kinds of times, but I've tended to be more successful in the late afternoon, early evening. But I've actually done some morning calling, and Saturday has often been a good day to call, but people are home right now more than they might otherwise be. So it's been all over the place. You can also leave a message. I've actually got a few people actually called back when I've left messages, but mostly I leave a message that just says, the stuff is on the website too, if you want to connect to it. So.
And it sounds like if you put a group together, then you all can find a time that works for everyone.
Yeah, and so the overview of the next steps, I think I have a slide for this too, but we're like introducing the project tonight. There's going to be a training next week, Wednesday, same time, that we will also record. And then we're going to schedule a couple of group Zoom sessions where people that want to do the phone rally calling can all get on Zoom together, you know, and put it in the background, do their calls. But then you have people there if something comes up, especially at the beginning, you know, running into questions or things that you aren't familiar with. And then when you're comfortable, you can make calls on your own time. The online system, multiple people, it updates instantaneously, automatically. So multiple people can use the system with minimal confusion, and you can access it on your own. All right, back to the screen share. Here are the numbers. So here are some of the phone rally numbers and goals. As I mentioned, we've had 2 main callers. We've had other people along the way, but 2 people that have been really consistent with it, Kareen and Jan, and we all have ebbs and flows, even with that. So I've been tracking numbers since April, and altogether we've made just under 300. I say we, I haven't made any calls, but I'm doing the data. The team has made just under 300 calls, and about 123 left messages. So that's a pretty good answer rate, but you aren't going to get everybody. And then, as Jan said, like, by and large, when you connect with someone, yes, they would like a member campaign kit. And we send out about 5 applications with each kit, and we have new brochures. We have new brochures printed. They're sitting in boxes in a bookshelf behind me. I would love to get some of them into all of your hands. But most people request a kit. Oh, why we've sent so many kits. Another thing that came from the phone rally was reconnecting with Miss Donna at DeSoto Bass. And she asked us to print 50 applications. Then she wanted to finish the bass. And so we've printed hundreds of applications, and Miss Donna has canvassed DeSoto Bass and Hilltop, passing them out. So I don't have numbers on kind of the return rate on those yet. This reminds me, relatively new information, the logistics aren't worked out yet. There are, we are also going to be offering, instead of $10 memberships, $5 memberships for anyone who lives in public housing, and $0 memberships for people who, there's something about no income, proof of no income. So again, that's just kind of getting on your radar. The logistics to make those happen haven't quite been worked out yet.
The 0 income thing is like a legal determination, and they should have a letter from the housing department. I'm told that it won't be that many people. The $5 membership is as part of the grant that we got from HUD. So I think what we're going to try to do is go back for all the people who Miss Donna has already recruited and put like a $5 credit in their account or something like that. And I'm sorry that I was late.
Thanks for joining, Leela. Thanks for popping in on that too. I appreciate the clarifications. So we have had a couple of members ask us not to call them again, which is kind of surprising. And then it's also surfaced that we don't have up-to-date and accurate information for everyone in our list. And so those are some of the numbers. We've had 2 main callers. I'm hoping in September and October we can get that number up to 7, whatever kind of ramping up you might want to do with that. And then let's see, 2 people made 54 calls in August. Anybody got some quick math? Anybody know what that good goal number would be?
It's actually, that's only 54 because I wasn't as present.
Ah.
But
Well,
you can
in a
do
good month.
25, you know, I typically last an hour, a little more at a time, and I frequently do at least 25 calls in one sitting.
Great. Okay. Wow. 25 calls in one sitting. Yeah, because a lot of it's leaving messages and things too. Okay. I thought I could add the number in here, but I'm in present mode, so I can't edit the slide. I'm going to read the paragraphs. We'll train you to use the tracking software and teach you the key parts of the call. You heard Jan mention we're going to redo the script, and we'll provide you with that base script that you'll adapt as you practice, as you get comfortable. You know, you'll have your flow with it. So we're going to start with the training. Then we'll do those team phone rally meetups that I mentioned where people are together on Zoom. And then you can continue on your own schedule. The training is next week, Wednesday, same time. I will send a link with a follow-up email to everyone that is here. So you can sign up, look for the email, and there'll be a link in there.
Does that overlap with the next education session? I thought that started at 7.
I will double. Is Kenya still on?
Yes, I'm here.
Is the next pop-ed on the 23rd?
It is.
Okay, we'll adjust the timing. Thanks, Jan. Are there any additional questions about the phone rally? Just like super excitement to get started from people? Yeah, okay. All right, next up, yard sign pickup event. We want more yard signs in front of houses. So, you know, especially around the market in the trade area, get some of that visibility up when people are in the neighborhoods to start wondering about it. Help more member owners show support. We own it. So the yard sign pickup event is an idea right now. I am providing project oversight, admin, and tech support. So the people on this team don't need to know how we're gonna get paid for the yard signs or like those kinds of details. That's what I'm here for. I need more, I need some help, some energy in the room to like keep it moving forward. So comment in the chat if you're interested in joining the yard sign event team. It literally won't happen without you. Any questions or comments on that one? Michael, is that you saying you'll join the yard sign event team? Just comment in the chat. I'll collect everybody and send a follow-up. All right, no questions or comments. Well, we're ahead of time. A final piece is to let you know that next month, so this month we kind of went deep on the membership and some of those numbers. And next month we're gonna have more from the Health and Wellness Committee, and we're gonna look to get a report back from the Faith-Based Advisory Group. So.
That date is what?
It'll be the 3rd Wednesday. Let me see. Calendar. Ooh, I know something that I can share because we have extra time. Our architect sends me Google albums of the photos when he's at the site, which is great because I don't get out there often enough to take photos to share. Let's see, October.
And Rachel, as a special bonus for anybody who has any questions about progress on the market or any other updates, while we have a little extra time, I'm happy to answer questions.
Great. Yeah, Leela often does our like construction update and other general updates. So while we've got her, if you have those other general questions, we have another, 7-ish minutes. Feel free. I believe the 3rd Wednesday in October is the 21st.
Well, here's a couple of unsolicited updates. We have been having really good meetings with local vendors about trying to do some purchasing, especially from West Dayton providers, including our friends at the food bank who are farming, and also the Edgemont Solar Gardens. We've had a nice meeting with them about, thanks to Kenya getting that set up, about procuring from them. And we are also meeting with folks like Mile Creek and Mission of Mary. And we are happy to take recommendations from you on vendors that we should be talking to. We actually have a vendor interest form on the website. And I don't know the exact link, but I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Oh, there it is. It's in the chat. Construction's going really well. As far as I can tell, today it looked like, are you about to show the pictures? Show the pictures, they're so pretty. Or do you want me to? No, you can, yeah. There are walls and a loading dock and a facade. This is from today, yeah. This is hot off the press, or maybe this is yesterday. So this is the membrane roof. I'm told that people ask me about snow on this roof, and I keep asking the architect, and he keeps being like, trust me, it drains off. It's not like, and this is the facade where you'll see, it'll be painted with a beautiful print by artist Yatunde Rodriguez. So where you now see the kind of like hardy board, much of that kind of facade piece where you see it will be covered with a beautiful print. And there's some inside pictures. What else can I tell you about that? And you see there the back wall. So that's, those windows will be looking into the teaching kitchen. And there's the People's Glorious Loading Dock right there at the bottom left, as my husband calls it. That was like the first thing we got, was they built the ramp to the loading dock. And I was like, walk by and be like, we have a loading dock. So that's the loading dock that you see there. Yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray! The last thing I was looking for is that new health and wellness address. Ah, I got it. Okay. You can reach LaDawn or the Health and Wellness Committee at wellness@gemcitymarket.com. And if any of these emails, if you don't remember who you were supposed to contact for gardening or wellness or any of that stuff, you're always welcome to use the general Gem City Market email address, contact@gemcitymarket.com. I monitor and manage that inbox, and a lot of it is getting things into the right lane. So I'm more than happy to take care of that. So finally wrapping up, about 3 minutes early, Popular Education is in this same room starting at 7. So, feel free to turn off your video, take a break. If you weren't planning to stay, you're welcome to now enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you so much for your time and engagement, and look for follow-up emails to take the next action on getting involved.
And Rachel M. can pick our pitch night.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Let's tell everybody about pitch night.
Hey, yeah, I can just jump in real quick. This is Rachel Mekaton. So we had 10 social enterprise and cooperative teams go through our incubator business planning program starting in January. And 7 of them are going to pitch with these beautiful pitch videos that we're going to release on Friday, October 16th, starting at 5:30. And then immediately after the pitch videos and live Q&A with the judges, we're going to have more interactive after party, where a local DJ Ron Hunter, is going to be live streaming some groovy music Friday evening. And then there will also be an opportunity to use that Crowdcast app to hop into breakout rooms with all of the different teams and team members. Rachel DB is on a team. Sherelle is on a team. So it should be fun. And if you just type in coopdayton.eventbrite.com in your web browser, it'll take you to the registration page.
Are we good? Is that the final?
Thanks, Rachel.
Good. All right. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah. And Gem City Market is a co-sponsor of that event, so you will see an invitation in one of the next newsletters as well. Okay. I'm going to leave the room open, but if I had a bell, I had some chimes. Chime.
Good job, Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you.